Look at that, guys. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? What should we
Menu
start
narration enable.
with? No. Go blind off. Custom squad color. Custom friendly. Custom enemy. Custom neutral. Subtitles on. Motion blur. Reload hints. Continue. Brightness, yeah. No. Hurry. No.
Fire, flint, language, machines. In the face of crises, humanity adapted. We became warriors, explorers, builders, dreamers flying forward, in control of a changing world.
45 in Paris, the highest temperature ever recorded. Hurricane Zeta, the world's first Category 6 storm, is just hours from the residents are preparing for yet another night without power.
Flooding earlier in the week in parts of Italy and France. All concerns will turn to the Baltic. Firestorms began in central Latvia, but spread to 8 Baltic nations that had
Price of
suffered.
fresh water rose again today in the London Stock Exchange, hitting an all-time high.
I'm old enough to remember what that world used to be like. We had places we belonged, country, community, family.
Flooding have ravaged 50% of global shipping ports, threatening food supply chains.
The population continues to riot in the streets.
Militaries to fortify their borders using.
At what point does a country stop being a country?
One failed state became a dozen, and now there's millions of refugees headed every direction, except home.
1.2 billion people have been displaced by the shocking chain reaction.
We call ourselves nomads, the non-patriotic, stateless warriors fighting for our survival.
The world's non-patrioted finds using science between Russia and the United States. In their
Caught
quest to
between the
find-
last two superpowers as they circle each other, fighting for resources, threatening to draw us into a new kind of war.
This is the emergency broadcast system. The blackout event has occurred.
that has disrupted electronic communication across the planet. We don't know what has happened. Are we broadcasting? Are we on air?
Blackout communications and navigation systems, leading to massive disruption.
The cause is unknown. Russia and the United States have been pointing fingers, escalating tensions between the nations to fever pitch. The war between the superpowers has imminent.
We're headed to Doha to keep an American satellite from falling into Russian hands. And the intel on board is all the excuse either side needs to send us straight to hell. But we faced crises before. The nomads were born out of it. We are the warriors. We are the adaptation. And this fight is ours.
Should we start with the campaign?
It's enough.
Think
I only
so.
have time to explain this once.
Inside the combat zone, there are two opposing armies fighting to gain and then hold sectors. The fight continues until one side runs out of reinforcements and is forced to withdraw. That's it. Now, how do you gain sectors? You gain a sector by securing the objectives inside. To secure an objective, clear it of all hostiles. Once one side holds all the objectives inside a sector, it's theirs. Holding more sectors than the enemy causes them to bleed reinforcements. You bleed the other team to zero, and it's over. You take the field. Sure, you can light up hostiles and whittle down enemy reinforcements, but matches are won or lost by capturing sectors. Eyes on the prize, people. Move out!
Noise.
Heads up! Yukon Dex! U.S. forces in the vicinity!
Bro, you think you can pass me through to him?
I'll try! Hold on! This is Commander Connell. Who am I talking to?
Kimball Gray, sir. Part of a NOPAT task force on the ground.
We're engaging the Russian ground forces. Unless you NOPATs want to get caught in the crossfire, I suggest you join us.
We got a choice? When?
Sending coordinates. See you on the field.
So much for stopping a war.
Okay, squads. Strategy's simple. Capture your objectives, take control of the sectors, and repel the enemy.
Remember your training. Attack the objective! Go!
Monitoring your advance, NOPATs. Take that objective and show the enemy no quarter. Intel shows no hostiles present. NOPATs, you are free to move on that objective.
Take that position!
Locate and capture objectives. This battle's not over yet.
Forward point! Let's move! That's it! Great work!
Sector is now under our control. Both sectors are now under our control.
Staging attack on Bravo 1.
Reloading now! Got one! Tangle down! Target down!
Controls real quick.
One of our objectives is under attack.
No! Cancel that! Enemy neutralized! Reloading! Tossing grenade!
expending serious resources to stay in this. We now hold Sector Alpha. All sectors secure. Keep them out. Update. Taking control point by point.
Let's do this!
Taking Sector Charlie.
Oh, dang.
Stay away! Keep back!
Sector Bravo is in enemy hands. Got to start securing sectors. Enemy has majority control.
Son of a bitch! Oh, shit!
Enemy forces at half strength.
Oh, what the heck?
Reloading!
We just lost control of an objective. Do not leave the combat area or you will be extracted from the battle. They have control of Sector Alpha. sector.
Is that mine? I don't know.
Do not come to me!
Bravo 1 is under attack.
Stay away! Throwing grenade, get back!
They took their control. We got plenty of fight left. They're hitting hard.
Keep away from me!
If we don't stop them, they'll take every sector.
Ooh.
One of our objectives is under attack.
Throwing grenade! Do not come to me! I need help! Medic! I don't want a medic!
Objective 1. They've captured Sector Bravo.
Damn.
Stay back!
secured Sector Alpha. Total resources left at 50%. Most sectors are now under our control.
All right, let's keep that up.
We are engaging at Bravo 1.
Hey, yeah, I am watching the chat. You still here? Come on, tell me you're still here. Ah, yeah, there we go. Sorry, I think there's like a 3 to 5 second delay. I'll see yours instantly, but you won't hear me for a second. How you been, man? No, it's still the old Xbox One. Where you been? I haven't seen you online.
Allied forces have taken Sector Bravo. Their forces are dwindling.
Good work, but there's more to be done.
You know Patch did a great job out there. Let's get you home as promised.
You have the new Xbox now? How'd you manage to get that? Is there no campaign for this? Ah, well, lucky you, man. Now I'm trying to land me one here. Damn, one of the few that caught one before the scalpers did. Shed Portal. VIP Fiesta. Throwback to a little bit of a classic. So are you just not able to play with anybody with an old Xbox at all then? What you were watching was the first, like, the opening tutorial. This is my first game, so we're about to find out together. Looks pretty clean to me, honestly. Let's hop in a Sherman. Man, this is slow. Why am I using a bazooka right off the bat? Alright, let's fix that. That's all I get? Anti-tank.
The sector chaser objective is under attack.
Try out a little snipey snipe.
The enemy has suffered losses, but we cannot let up. We have lost control of an objective in sector chaser. Sector chaser is controlled by the enemy.
I am in
We've
enemy
lost majority
territory.
control of the sectors to the enemy.
That's super lame, because even the Xbox One could join the 360.
Sector
Ah!
Alpha is
Hey! Hold on. Hey! Did it work?
Yo,
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
what happened?
I was saying hi.
Oh, okay. I'm doubling up on the hearing you, because I've still got Twitch open. So I got to hear the hey, you know, it worked. I'm just at a hotel right now for work though.
Oh
I'm
yeah?
working my ass off lately on the railroad, so I keep, I'm never home essentially. I'm always at this hotel. It's like,
Yeah, I've been
But-
kind of doing the same just now. Got a good little bit of
They are hurting
couple
us,
of days
but we
off,
still have
hopefully.
adequate reinforcements.
But
I didn't realize the Battlefield 2042 had launched. It's out right now, right?
for pre-orders and like, I don't know. Well, so it's pre-orders if you buy literally anything other than the basic package. But if you get like the free trial of EA Play, which I did, then you can play it. I don't know how long the trial lasts. Fingers
Well, I
crossed
mean, I
that it's
looked
a
it
week.
up as soon as
but-
I saw you on there, and it said it launches tomorrow. So I figured it was something like that. It was a pre-order thing.
I was reading that it launches the 12th, which is today.
Well, actually,
So-
it doesn't even say that. It says releases today. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's like it's weird. So it like releases today for very specific people, and this map is
Enemies have
gigantic.
secured
Holy
sector
crap.
Delta.
Yeah, I was gonna get it there. I usually see your Twitch thing pop up, and I was like, hey, let's see if
enemy
he's
controls most
paying
of
any
the sectors.
attention to his Twitch chat here.
I know I always am, and like I remember you did that one time, and I looked over and I was like, hey, yeah, I am paying attention, and like I guess you had hopped off, and I was like, ah, damn,
Yeah.
I missed him. Cause like if
I think
huh?
I waited for like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, if
I think it
it,
wasn't that long. It was like 7 or something.
if it's like super dead, or if especially if I'm in the middle of a game, I won't really look at it too much. But yeah, like in between games, I'll glance over at it, see if anybody's watching. 'Cause if you haven't noticed, I'm not exactly blowing up right now, so.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Like, I completely understand. I'd do the same thing if I were in your place. you just kind of don't pay any, like, you know, you don't get anyone in there usually, so you just kind of stop paying as much attention to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And like a lot of Twitch streamers don't look at their chat a lot, so I was kind of hoping to kind of just run it and then look at it.
Well, it's
in
only
games.
yeah. I mean, it's only really the big ones. I feel like once you actually start getting like a constant amount of people in your chat, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always something there to look at once you like look down at your chat.
I think the most I've had in my chat was at one time was like 3.
Wow. Huh.
But,
Dang, that's bustling.
Huh?
Dang, it's bustling, huh? You got all sorts of people in the chat.
Yeah, you know, really blowing up. And I think 2 of them I actually knew, and one was just another person that tuned in.
Oh, okay.
But,
that's kind of cool, at least.
You still up in Montana or whatever?
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really got a chance to play with you on
Was it Outriders was the last game?
Yeah, Outriders. When I got to the, like, we played a shit out of that, but once we got to the end game, we realized there was, like, nothing else. So
yeah, that
farmed
was
up a little bit, and then...
That was the thing, is, it was a fun game, like, I enjoyed the campaign, and then once we got to the end, my buddies were, like, grinding for exotics and stuff like that, like how Destiny was, but, like,
yeah.
Destiny at
least... But it had less there.
Yeah, exactly, like, Destiny at least gave you a reason to do it, whereas, like, once you got to the end, that was kind of it. That's all you could do.
No, we played it for a while, but then at some point we're just like, yeah, there's nothing left here, so.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it was fun for the bit. I mean, me, Ricky, and Dan were playing the shit out of it for a bit. I was gonna join you, but on some of your games, whenever I hopped looked at your party, you always had 2 other there with you.
For Outriders?
Yeah, for Outriders.
Yeah, there was 2 people while I was in training got me into Outriders, and so they were always ones I was playing with.
Yeah, which I get. I saw you on Back 4 Blood too. I think it was only you on Back 4 Blood, wasn't it?
No, I was playing. Well, so you would only see me because I was playing with a PC guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I almost joined you on there too, but I ended up getting busy, and I haven't really been able to play much for games.
Oh gosh, I suck. Damn it. Yeah, this is the first time I've been on my Xbox in like a month now. Like, finally getting back into it. Cause I tried to like stream for like an hour or so, but I get home after work and I'm just tired.
Yeah, it's kind of the same for me. Right now, it's like Railroad. You know, you're always on call, so it's pretty much right now it's like really busy. There ain't enough people in the station, the terminal, or whatever. So I'm pretty much just going right out off my rest because they can't call us for 12 hours once we get back from the trip. So
kind of like a
pretty much after
thing.
12 hours every time I'm getting called. So. Huh?
Is it kind of like a crew rest kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have to have a certain amount of time off in between our trips, and I'm going like immediately out off of 12 hours, so. Yeah,
we kind of have the same thing at my new job where we have to have an 8-hour crew rest.
Well, it's like 10 hours, because they can call us, like pre-call us for that 12-hour, because they give us an hour and a half to get ready to get to work. So they'll call us up, 10 hours and 30 minutes for that 12-hour thing, so. Oh, yeah. So that will be at work on the 12th, so. But, yeah. No, definitely, you've only got the original Xbox. Yeah, if it were the Xbox Series X, I could join you using PC, because I guess the Series X, the PS5, and PC all are like in a crossplay thing. And then the Xbox One and...
I've been playing with PC and PlayStation players on a lot of stuff.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
On which one? So, on here? Or?
Apex, COD, I haven't tried on here yet. Back 4 Blood.
The Back 4 Blood work.
Yeah, anything that has crossplay, I could play with.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to join you on something. Let's see. What do you think of Back 4 Blood?
It's not bad, but you definitely need people to play with it, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't really bring like the nostalgia either from Left 4 Dead 2. Like it's definitely there, but it's like, yeah, it's not.
It's not as good, but like if you had people to play with, I feel like it would be kind of thing.
Mm.
But, geez, this map is just gigantic, man.
Trying to think of what other crossplay games there are. Man, I tried going back to Apex, and man, I suck now. I used to be so much better when it was like, you know, just first launched. I played the shit out of it.
Oh yeah, like I was off of it for a while my buddies were overseas, and then I tried to hop back in and same, but now I'm starting to get back into a groove of it.
There's this game I downloaded earlier that was crossplay that I think would be a lot of fun if you could get, you know, me and you and Keon or PJ or something in it. It's this this dwarf mining game or whatever.
Dwarf mining game?
Galactic? Shoot. Hold up, I bet you I'll find it immediately. Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh, I think I heard about that. I think Ricky has been playing that or something. Why am I so
I haven't seen Ricky on it all. It is actually really fun, and it's crossplay. We got like 4 classes, and each class is a different thing. Your whole goal is to like go into like these dungeon style things and like fight off bugs and mine material, so you can bring it back and upgrade it. And it's actually really fun because it's like you get to mine down into these mines, and it's sort of, it's kind of cool that you can just freely mine through any of the dirt around there. Kind of adds to it quite a bit.
Yeah, that might be fun to try.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was really enjoying that earlier when I played with, I guess it's 4 players, not just 3. I was playing it with, yesterday Robert and Gillum got on.
Oh.
And me, Keon, Robert, and Gillum were all playing on it. That was a lot of fun.
You said yesterday you guys were?
Like 2 days ago.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So huh.
Oh, I was saying that, yeah, this is the first day I've been on in like a month or so.
Yeah, I haven't been on, I mean, I've been on more often than like, you know, a month or something. It's been like, every week or something I hop on now, because after 4 days I can take 2 days off, 48 hours, so.
Oh, nice.
So I've been starting to do that more often, because before I was just working straight.
We're having difficulty seizing sectors. We must
Yes,
find a
real
way
bad.
in order to win.
Yeah, I got kind of burnt out of it now. Now I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take my time off when I get it.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I'm at now, is like, just pretty much take my time where I can get in. Just, I got like 3 years left, and after that I'm done.
You are getting out, huh?
Huh?
You're getting out after this one now, huh?
Yeah, I'm, like, the job is super easy, but it's the army stuff that just kind of gets to you.
Yeah. Didn't you already, so you already had your chance before, right? And then you extended it, your contract or whatever?
Yeah, I re-enlisted so that I could change my job. And it was kind of like a re-enlisted to get out kind of thing. You know?
Okay.
Because all my old job could do is basically just, you know, be a mall cop. So I was like, I need it.
As a Cal Scout?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I need to kind of get a better gig going than all that.
Yeah, I feel like if you wanted to be a Cal Scout, you'd have to like to get anything out of it. You just have to stay in the military kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Or you go and be a contractor, but there's no war anymore, so Nobody's hiring that unless you were like special forces before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully you can get something out of it now after doing another 3 years.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that would kind of suck if it wasn't, didn't get much more out of it other than being able to tell people you were in the military.
Well, at this point, I could just, because I don't know if I told you, but I'm a drone pilot now, so I could just go and orbit some farm or something like that and guard it.
You know what you could also do too, which is kind of really neat, is doing photos of people's property for real estate. Doing videos and things, I think.
A bunch of people have told me about that. And
that'd be a really good thing to do. That pays really well.
Oh yeah, I might do that as like a side gig or something like that too.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like on your own time kind of thing.
Mhm. Yeah, you just need to be able to go over there. But there's kind of a really big need if you're in like California or anywhere else that feels like there's selling a lot of houses right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you still need to have kind of a knack for like photo
and
shots and whatnot and photography, but it's not that hard, I feel like. I mean, I got a drone. I've taken some pretty cool pictures around the house and like videos. So I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be a thing, but yeah, you could do it for a side thing for sure. But yeah, you should download this Deep Rock Galactic though. We'll play it together, Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, I think I had it at one point because Ricky was talking to me about it, and then like we never played it, so I just deleted it after a little bit.
Ricky's kind of disappeared.
Yeah,
I haven't talked to him in forever. I think he's kind of been really busy with his stuff and his dad and the farm or around the house with everything.
Yeah, he actually just texted me today for the first time in like 3 months, just like something on by funny.
Yeah, no, I haven't really talked to him much at all here in a while. There hasn't been any games either, too, that I've been like super interested in. I mean, Back 4 Blood was alright, but after playing the beta, I already knew that wasn't like it wasn't Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, that was the thing. Is it's like it's close, and there's the nostalgia to it, but it's just not Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, so or Left 4 Dead 3. I mean, it's like it kind of misses the mark there for what I remember of Left 4 Dead 2. So
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I don't know what it quite is, but yeah, it's just not quite it. Well, like at the same time, you want to keep playing it for it to be it, you know?
Yeah, I did think those later missions were really good though. Like the stuff they had in the beta didn't really show what like later missions were. Like those other ones were actually really good, but it still kind of missed the mark, I feel like. I think part of it too is the rarity system for the weapons and the way it goes about it, but I don't know. So, but yeah, we'll definitely play this Deep Rock Galactic though, and I'll get the Battlefield 2042, and hopefully I can play with you on that.
Oh yeah, because once it comes out next week, everybody will be on this. I was trying to hop onto it. Huh?
It's not out yet? I thought it said released today.
Released for people that pre-ordered or EA Play. So you could get that. There's like a free trial for EA Play if you haven't used it. You could play it that way.
Okay. I guess I won't be able to do it then for a week. I don't know if I want to get a EA Play. But...
Yeah, I mean, if you're not totally gonna play it, yeah, it might not be a bad idea to sit back and wait. But it doesn't seem like a total pile of crap. So
my issue is that I won't be on enough to take advantage of the EA Play right now. I've already got Game Pass, so it just not gonna add up on my subscription. Even if it is a free one, I'll just wait until the game releases if it's not fully released.
That's true, yeah.
So that's alright though.
It's not bad. I didn't like the map I just played on because it was just a big open desert, but I'll play through a couple more of these, maybe try a different game mode. Right now I'm just trying to promote my stream as much as possible. Like I just paid a dude to make a couple like profile pictures and stuff like banners and stuff like that. It was like 30 bucks. Yeah. I was like,
okay, it's like $30.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, it's 30, because he did the whole like followed my stream. Was like, hey, if you're looking for this, like, come get a quote. And I was like, all right, how much is this? And he's like, yeah, do like 15 now, 15 after. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. Too easy.
Yeah, for that price, I mean, shoot, why not?
Exactly.
As long as the profile is done well, you know.
Exactly, just to make it look a little nicer, you know. And even so, like, I've got nothing anyway, so even if it's a big steaming pile of crap, like, it's still better than the default picture, you know.
Yeah. You really need to get lucky when it comes to like Twitch and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Is just like, you know, just the right person watches you. Because like I had somebody raid me before and stuff like that, but it was like 3 people came over, but it still helped it out.
Yeah.
I had a couple like loyalists for a little bit, but then I got really busy and I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, that's the other thing that really sucks too, I guess. Is these guys are just there while you're like actually getting on. If you hop off, they're probably gonna move on to something else.
Yeah, that's exactly my problem, and like I don't want to throw so much money into it right off the bat, you know. But I know it's something I want to stay consistent with, just as like a little hobby.
An objective
At a minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had good enough internet to actually stream consistently. My internet really sucks. If I had the fiber optic, I bet it'd be fine. But I don't think I can get it in my house. I'm pretty sure. So that's okay. I don't really need to stream. I mean, I guess I just, if I had good enough internet, I'd stream just because, I guess. So,
Why are you
like
not
you said, it,
huh?
and like you said, though, like, you know, it's just a good.
Like it'd be nice to have a couple friends that stream consistently, because make it a lot more entertaining, you know. But
yeah.
At the same time, I'm also not quite the social butterfly to go find somebody that streams a lot either.
No, I'd stream with you if my internet was better.
Yeah.
Well, and whenever I'm furloughed, so.
Yeah, try to do something like Venos or something like that, but that's the problem, is neither of us exactly have jobs that we could really quit if we blew up anyways, though, either.
Well, I mean, I could quit mine, but
yeah, that is true.
It pays very well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you'd have to be, at least in my opinion, you'd have to be pretty set up in order to leave, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm paid pretty dang well, so. But I mean, right now, like, I was off for 10 months. Like, I didn't work for 10 months because it was so slow for a while. Like, it only picked up, like, a month ago. So, that whole time, I was just chilling, playing video games. I went out and snowboarded a bunch. That was a lot of fun.
You did what?
We went snowboarding, me and my brother did. So,
nice.
Like, I had 10 months off, so I just went out and did a bunch of shit. I had enough money saved up, I didn't need to work.
You just went and
So.
did whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, pretty much. I was on for so long. I mean,
Hard to argue.
I can't believe I didn't play with you at all.
I've been pretty busy these last 10 months, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess you had to learn your whole, like, yeah, I guess you needed a new class then, for,
You said what?
I'm guessing you needed to, like, take a class, for
yeah, it was,
doing your drone thing.
I was in a class for about 6 months from December to pretty much June. And then just the whole like moving here, and then you know, just getting used to the job. It was kind of hard to stay consistent with anything.
Enemy dead right there.
But yeah, no, I'm finally set up here. Actually, completely unpacked today, so. Yeah, hopefully I'll be on a lot more because the schedule should be getting easier now. But who knows? It's always so inconsistent. But I won't really be going overseas anywhere for at least till 2023, so I'll be set up for a while.
The enemy is starting to feel it. Okay. They're losing men.
I'd say I'd play with you tomorrow, but I'm guessing I'm gonna get called right on my rest tomorrow, so.
I'll probably be here or just like text me or something. Let me know when you get on if I'm not on.
Are you what time schedule are you kind of on? Like
Eastern.
Like so you're on Eastern. Okay, so you're not that far off. You're not like Dan who's in Japan.
No, yeah, I'm just in Georgia.
We now hold the majority of the sectors.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not terrible. Alright. So. Yeah, no, I'll see if I can play a little bit tomorrow. So.
Yeah, let me know if
you should.
Huh?
Definitely download that Deep Rock Galactic Golf. I want to play that with you there tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So.
Right when I finish.
Yeah, I'll be on like for I guess an hour. I'm guessing. It's like off my rest or something, an hour or two.
Yeah,
so
sounds good then.
I only need like 8 hours of sleep or 6 or something, whatever. I guess I could play for 3 or something. It just depends on how I feel after this trip. So.
Yeah, I don't have work till Monday because Veterans Day and everything. So, and even then.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're doing this whole celebratory thing for our division's like anniversary, or it's something along those lines. I'm not exactly.
Okay,
sure.
when I say tomorrow, I mean like around noon.
Okay.
To like 4-ish. I'll try to be on, because I'm guessing I'm gonna get called around 10 o'clock, so another couple of hours. And then I'll take the train home, and I mean that could be, it's gonna be like probably 8 to 12 hours by train. So.
Yeah, sounds good then. I'll
So,
just do whatever I'm doing tomorrow.
Okay. It's hard to schedule everything, but I'd say probably around noon to like 4 or something. I should be around. So.
Yeah, I usually get off work about 5 o'clock. Anyways, home by 6. How long do you work? Like, what are your shifts like?
So when they call me up, the longest I can work is 12 hours, and then I cannot move the train. I can technically be longer than that if, you know, I die in the middle of nowhere and they've got to go bring a van out to get me. But I can't move a train at that point. After 12 hours, I am federally not allowed to move the train, so.
It's actually, those rules are kind of nice, because I have the same thing. I'm not allowed to work after 12 hours. Because we're literally flying an aircraft, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing for us. We're driving the train, so we're not allowed to move it after 12 hours.
It's kind of weird because as a scout, it was not like that. Like, I've had 80-hour shifts before. So coming here and, like, you have to be off by, you know, 4 or 6, depending on when you started work. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, so that's why I said 8 to 12 hours, is because that's generally what it takes. Because we got a short terminal, so it's only, we travel 130 miles, and then we got a long one, which is 237 miles, and we get paid by the mile. So.
Oh dang! How much do you get paid
by Well, I don't know exactly what the mile rate is, but I know that going from the 237 mile trip, or 237.6 mile trip is $500, 550.
Damn, that's pretty nice.
And then going the short pool is like 300. So the 130 miles. It's pretty close to 300. There is some downsides to the long one though, and that is you don't go on overtime until 16 hours on duty because they calculate it by the mile.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't make overtime on there, but on the short pool, it's after 8 hours you start making overtime, and then you make like $50 an hour.
That's pretty nice.
So after 8 hours, you got your $300 that you get normally, and then you can make up to, if you work 12 hours, because that's your max you're supposed to be on there, then you can get 5, 10, 15, 20, another $200 or more. Somehow it takes even longer than that.
Yeah, that is.
And then there's all sorts of. Huh?
I was gonna say that is a pretty good gig. If I can't find anything, I might hit you up.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, actually, they might actually start hiring again, because it's been like isn't enough people, but the problem is, though, you're gonna get furloughed. You're gonna have, like, time off in between.
Uh-huh.
But honestly, it's kind of nice if you're not married. If you're married and you've got, like, kids and shit, it gets a lot harder to pay for it. You'll have to get another job, probably, but
yeah,
if you're just you, and you can get someplace cheap, you can totally be fine. So...
I can't imagine Montana's all that expensive either, though, huh?
No. My cousins just moved up here, and they got just a small, like, kind of apartment. It's like 3 rooms. It's really small, but they're paying like $400 for it a month, and that's with free electricity and water and everything else. 400.
Still. Georgia, not like that. You're looking at like by yourself. You're looking at like 1,500
for a small place. Like this is really small, like a really small spot.
Oh yeah, for like a very small place.
So yeah, that's a really good. Like I'm paying $400 right now a month to live in my parents' basement at the moment, and I didn't even realize there was something out there that I could pay for $400 a month. And I moved over and were able to find that place like real quick.
We seized Charlie sector.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately still stuck in the barracks, so I don't have to worry about housing. But there's a reason why the barracks are free. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So. But no, there are other things too that are awesome, like. So in the hotel, because right now I'm in the hotel, you go to the away from home terminal, which is your destination on the one direction, and then they put you in a hotel for over the night. You can, after 16 hours, you get held away. So if they leave you in the hotel for more than 16 hours, you start making $50 an hour for sitting in the hotel.
Oh my gosh.
So right now, I think I've already made like $250 from just sitting here, because I've been sitting here for a long time.
That's pretty awesome.
So that is really nice. So that it all kind of just adds up as you sit around. It does suck though, because my Switch is dead and I can't play any games.
Yeah,
so.
we have a couple of things that are like similar, but pretty much almost all of them like you have to be married for, and it's kind of annoying. But
yeah.
And then they turn around and wonder why so many people just marry a stripper. But,
Is that really what happens?
Oh, yeah, man. Like, all the time, people just marry the first girl they see. Like, because, honestly, it's tempting, too, because you get paid. So, like, when you get married and move out of the barracks, they pay you the average rent of where you're at. So, not only can you manipulate it by finding a cheaper place than average, so then you're pocketing that cash depending on how cheap you got it. But then on top of it, like, anytime you go anywhere for more than a month, they pay you separation pay from your family. And then it just keeps stacking like that, where there's so many things. But like, if you're a single soldier, hey, get fucked,
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And So,
I mean, we got full benefits out here too. So if I were to get married too, my wife would also get full benefits, like health insurance and everything, and then also full retirement for me and my wife when I do retire someday.
I mean, it is a federal job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Well, no. It's governed by federal, but it's still, I think, not federal. I don't know, because it's... Because it's the railroad, so it's like the government does have its hand in it. They need to make sure that freight and stuff keep moving.
Yeah.
But I also think that it's still technically owned, like, privately by Warren Buffett, because I'm working for the NSF.
You said Warren
So,
Buffett?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but yeah, I still get, full retirement and whatnot once I do get there, although I need to have 30 years out here. Plus, I gotta be, 30 years to 60. So luckily I hired out like 30 years worth of actually working. So right now I'm not really working. Well, now I am. When I'm through it, I'm not. But, I mean, I hired out when I was 21. So I've got like 9 years worth of time that I don't need to work. That, it'll, like, be fine. I'll still be able to reach my 30 years once I get to the point where I'm just holding steady,
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all.
So...
How's the actual work? Like, is it easy? Is it, like, kind of more manual?
It's extremely easy.
Really?
As a conductor, like, well, most of the time it's extremely easy. As a conductor, you kind of just ride along the train and you take note of like signals and make sure you're watching them and then keeping your engineer up, which isn't really hard. Most engineers aren't gonna, fall asleep or any of that stuff because the engineer is the one who actually drives the train. I just fill out paperwork. So if we stop at a station, I gotta like fill out why we stopped there on the paperwork, delayed or why we were delayed essentially. So I fill out all the paperwork. The other thing conductors do though are like, if something goes wrong on the train, I gotta be the one that walks back on the train to find out what happened.
Oh, okay.
I'm also the one that like ties the brakes on the cars, so like, whenever we stop at a station and the train isn't gonna be moving, they'll tell me to tie it down. I gotta make sure we tie the right amount of brakes, so that if the air, the air for whatever reason leaks out of the cars and it's not holding it, the handbrakes will hold it. So.
Okay.
And then I also am the one that like takes track warrants, so I take note of like the authority. If we're in TWC, which is track warrant control, because there's different types of, like, you either run by signals or you're run by a piece of paper given out by the dispatcher who takes notes of like who's out there on the field, so they can tell you, you're gonna go from this station to this, or this point, this sighting to this sighting, or this sighting to this milepost, or milepost to sighting, or wherever they have you going. They'll send you like a paperwork, and you're the one who has to take note of it and clear it and roll up if there's someone traveling behind you. You're pretty much just the guy who does all the paperwork though, unless they've got some cars that you're setting out in a station. So you've got some cars going to an industry track. You'll be the one that gets out and you walk on the ground to make the cut. Whatever cars are setting out, you're the one that's got to set them out there. So you'll tie the brakes on the rear part of the train. You'll cut it away, so you'll take those other cars that you're setting out, you'll pull them over that way, and then you'll shove back into the track, cut them, tie the handbrake and cut it away there. So you're just the one that sets the cars in the industry tracks too, if there's any work to be done.
So, can you start out at a conductor, or like, do you work up to
Conductor's the starting.
Oh, okay.
Engineer is the step up. You get paid a little more to be an engineer, but there's also more to know. You're the one, because he's the one that actually drives the train.
Yeah.
He's the one that takes, actually stops it and gets it going. So, and everything else in between there is he's riding up the tracks. So.
That's very interesting. Did not know all that about trains.
Yeah. It's actually really easy though, because most days, at least I've been a lot luckier than my brother. Most days, I just go out and I sit in the train and I write down the paperwork as we go down the track. So.
Your brother's also doing that?
Yeah, he hired out in the same class as me. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he and I got lucky and both hired out in the same class. It was very lucky. But yeah, I got the higher. So the other thing too that's good to know is there's a seniority system. So this is why I get furloughed. Is I hired out so they've got everyone that's hired out before me has a higher number than I do. And on the board as they cut. Oh, okay. That's okay. You didn't miss too much. Can you hear me now? Hello. Hello.
Sorry, my controller's
Okay,
dying.
hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, my controller is dying.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Did you get new batteries, I guess?
Nope, I don't have any. So I'm kind of riding on it. I have a wired controller, but the wire's like janky, and so it'll just turn off. Why do I not have any batteries? Yep, I don't have any batteries, so I guess we'll just send it. And for some reason my wired controller doesn't want to work.
Is it still doing that? Are you trying to hook it up right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to hook up the wired one, my battery one, which is the one that's dying, unfortunately.
Damn.
It's the one I'm using, but...
Yeah, I kind of figured when you said the other one is janky, the controller, or the wired one.
Yeah, it's...
Had issues. So, ain't a problem. But, yeah, the one issue though too with that being on the railroad is it's all seniority based. So the guys that hired out before you are going to be able to have a higher seniority.
Oh,
so like when they...
kind of like numbered, where it's like...
Yeah.
If he has a higher number than you, basically?
Exactly.
Huh.
So, this involves like with cutting the board, which is why I'm furloughed so much, is there's a lot of people out here and there wasn't enough work. And I'm surprised they hired out when I got hired. But I think they were predicting that it was going to be really busy, and then it didn't get busy.
Oh, okay.
So. But, yeah. So it's all numbered based. So each terminal's got only a certain amount of spots on the terminal. So there's, like 10 conductors and 10 engineer spots, and then a couple extra board spots. A conductor's extra board, and they fill in for each of the spots. And so once they start, it starts to slow down, and they don't need as many people because you're supposed to run each side of the pool is supposed to get so many miles on their side of the pool. So they add up every train trip that has been taken by everyone, and if it's short on the amount of miles that it should have been, they'll cut a spot on the pool on whatever side's short. It should be both, I guess, but they're done separately by the unions. So, but yeah. So when they cut the spot, though, the guy with the lowest seniority then can't work. So he can either go to another terminal or get furloughed, pretty much. So.
It sounds very unstable.
Well, yeah, until you start getting higher numbers.
Enemy dead right there.
Once you've been out here for a while, then you don't always work.
Dog
So,
is under our control.
how do you get into a
Repeat,
higher
dog
number? You
sector
just
is
stick
secure.
around long enough? Or?
Yep, exactly. As soon as people ahead of you start to like quit
Allies
or
are in control
retire,
of most sectors.
your number will
Keep
go
doing
up.
your jobs.
Oh.
So the longer you're out here, the more like the more your numbers can go up.
Yeah.
And then classes will hire out behind you. They'll have a lower number than you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Enemy
Yeah.
forces attacking one of our
So-
objectives.
It's pretty interesting. Kind of sounds like you have to really commit to it for a while before you actually start with work.
Yeah. I honestly though, like with the amount they pay you out here, if you're willing to go get a second job or something during the slow times, or just straight up save up money, then you can just kind of free ride between just working on the railroad and working whatever else.
Yeah.
And you'll have enough money to do whatever. So and there is kind of a shortage of like people to work the jobs in the rest of the state, so like for every other thing. So you can pretty easily, get a trucking job if you wanted to, or shoot any job. You can go work at the gas station probably pretty easily, or any other job pretty much.
I was gonna say, yeah,
So
I think everything's pretty short right now. I think the only thing
But
that
yeah.
isn't short is the army. It's boning me.
Tried our hardest, but it wasn't enough
it's kind
today.
of, yeah,
We're going home.
that does suck.
Yeah, I'm trying to get promoted right now, but there's too many people in it, so it's way too competitive. So it's essentially just impossible right now.
That does suck. What are you trying to get promoted into? Just your rank up, or?
Yeah, become a sergeant. It's like a $200 pay bump, and then
Oh,
yeah, or not 200. It's like 150 or something like that. So there's that, and that's pretty much.
that's
it.
gonna add up.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, then if I get to staff sergeant, which is the one that's above that, I can move out of the barracks by myself rather than having to be married and little perks like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, that would be kind of nice. I guess I can kind of see why they wouldn't give it out to everyone then too either.
Well, other jobs in the army, they essentially do, like, just because there's not many people, so they're like, hey, we need people to start, because they're leadership positions, so it's like we need people to start, moving up and becoming a boss essentially, and then
Are there just too many drone pilots then, I guess?
yeah. So what happened lately is I was in the back end, pretty much the same as you. I think how you explained it is like you came in and you were surprised you got the job because there were so many people there, and that's what happened to me. Is I came in on the back end of it, and before the army realized, oh crap, we have too many people now in this job, so they literally just started like changing people to other jobs, and luckily that is not me, but I think they're still doing that, so knock on wood.
Yeah, hopefully you don't. Yeah.
But yeah, because this same thing, like this job is easy, man. It's just the army stuff that kind of makes it like kind of gay, but like because all I have to do is fly for a maximum of 7 or 8 hours a day, and then I go home, and yeah. like that's it. There's
That
no
is
like
nice.
yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't get very hard or physical or anything. Like it's kind of.
It sounds like your hours and stuff are like the same as what we got on the railroad without being on call. It's like you're working on a local out here.
That's
The
pretty-
locals, like all they do is switch, but they're, they just have a starting time. They start at every single day,
I mean,
and they get the weekends off.
yeah, my schedule is kind of fluctuating, but the amount of time that I work never changes, so that's kind of nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so like we can only do 12-hour shifts, and then we have to have 8 hours of rest. And they can extend it to 14 in certain circumstances, but not normally.
That's the same for us. We can actually extend ours a little bit too. That's funny.
Well,
I think it's probably the same. Like, you have to like work like 10 hours or something. Is it the same for you?
I think it kind of falls under. We don't have to work a certain amount of time. Like, well, like yeah, we do, but like I could sit at home all day and I'm still gonna get paid. You know.
Yeah.
Because I don't get paid by the hour. It's a salary kind of based. But,
Okay.
I think as far as like the rules is how you can operate the aircraft are pretty much the same as like, you know, operating a train, because they want you to have the rest and everything, because, you know, they don't want you to crash the train, and same thing, they don't want me to fly the drone into a helicopter or something like that because I fell asleep. So
Yeah. Yeah. There is one other thing that I actually hate probably more than the scenario. It kind of goes along with it. It's when you're off for like 10 months or whatever, 4 months. It's like getting back to work sucks. It is a pain in the butt. Like having all like this long time off and then coming back and having to like refresh yourself and all the rules and everything.
Oh yeah, it's kind of the same here. Is we have to have a certain amount of flight hours, a certain amount of time period in order to stay current, and if we don't, we have to go back and do retraining and tests and stuff like that. And it's interesting.
Well, the thing is, there's kind of a lack of the amount that they show you, because they just sort of throw you into it. They give you like a little brief like explanation, plus like you take a small test, which is very simple, and then they kind of just throw you on the train and let you go.
Oh boy.
I don't know. It's definitely a little nerve-wracking getting back. I mean, not as long as you like generally remember things. Your engineer's probably gonna like work with you and help you out, because he's probably worked solidly the whole time, also hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, no, it's definitely nerve-wracking.
Yeah, that. What was I gonna say? It's kind of the same here. Like, well, not the same. The opposite here is like we have to have all these tasks we can complete with a trainer with us before we can start flying on our own. And I am not at that point yet, unfortunately. But I'm close to it now. But yeah, it's just like you have to, you know, do this and that and all these different types of things and be evaluated on it. And there's all these tests all the time. It's like,
yeah,
you have to study so much. And it's like, I am not used to this at all, because Scout was not exactly the most studious job. All you got to do is shoot people.
Did you even have to do that where you were at?
No, like I went to the border of Syria for a couple of months, but we were just guarding stuff. I didn't have any situations like that come up.
That's probably for the best though.
Yeah, well, what's funny is I had quite a few combat situations while I was in Texas than I did overseas, which is kind of funny.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah, 4 active shooters, 1 attempted bombing, stuff like that.
In Texas?
Oh, at Fort Hood, yeah.
That's crazy. That's
funny. That place is wild, man.
It is wild. Yeah, no. The most we get for like training stuff is like, so we got a after 1 year we have to go do like a short class thing, or yeah, I think they changed it because it was after 3 years for a while, and I think they switched to a year, but due to all this COVID stuff, I think they canceled it. So they just had us do an online thing, and that online thing was like I'm pretty sure about half of what you, not even half of what you do in the class. It had to have been less than that.
It's just kind of like, hey, we're just doing this for, you know, certifications. Just take the test, be done with it.
I'm pretty damn sure that's exactly what it was. They were like, hey, we don't need we can use COVID as an excuse to get rid of the class and not have to hire the trainers. Hell yeah.
That definitely makes sense. Yeah, hey, we can do this a cheaper way. Let's do it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, nah, it's something. I mean, in one part it's like, hey, I don't need to go to this class. And the other part it's like, now I'm gonna do this on my own time. I don't get paid or anything because during the class you get paid for it, but it also takes 8 hours.
Oh,
so it's a long class, yeah, or something like 8 hours. It's like 6 or something, 5. But yeah, it's a lot longer. And in the class thing we did online, it said 8 hours, but it probably took me like 30 minutes to go through it.
I hate those classes where you get to the end of it and it's just like, yeah, I could summarize this and taught you everything in like 30 minutes.
Allies are engaging objective
Yeah.
Delta 1.
Yeah, pretty much. But at least on there, they make sure you like know what you're doing by the time you get to the end.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. And you also get paid for it. You get paid a day, so you get $400 for the class that you take the 6 hours on.
That is true.
So. But yeah, I don't know. I guess whatever. I'm still getting paid like this, so as long as they keep paying me. Mm-hmm. So I can't watch your stream because I keep hearing double.
Just mute it.
Actually, can I do that? I was kind of looking. I guess I could just mute my phone volume.
Still trying to learn it. I'm hoping there's a lot more to this because I kind of feel like it's super basic right now. Like there's no campaign or anything.
Are they gonna add a campaign?
I thought there was one. I'm not sure.
Maybe they're waiting.
Huh?
Are they waiting for the like for this?
They might be. I kind of hope so because there's just these 3 game modes and that's it.
Jordan.
Huh?
Hostiles have entered Echo 2.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, say something now, Ronnie? Okay, that was really weird. I wasn't hearing double, they got rid of the actual audio that was clear, and so it was all delayed. Like, I could only hear you through Twitch once I started it. So, very weird. Whatever.
Sector Charlie in enemy hands.
Sorry, I tried.
It's all good.
So, yeah, if you want, you can definitely try to get to get on the railroad. I mean,
yeah, it might be.
You'd get veteran benefits that'd probably help you there. Or not veteran, but you know, for being in the army, if they would. I think they'd actually support that. I'm pretty sure there's like you're more likely to get hired if you've been in service. So that's a plus.
Might be something I'll keep in the back of my mind for sure. Because who knows how or what's anything's going to be like in the next 3 years at this point, honestly. But
yeah, you're still gonna have to get lucky once you get out of the military and like trying to apply for the railroad. But yeah, I mean it's worth a shot. It pays very well. And all I gotta do is go through 6 months of class, like that training they pay for you to do.
That's not too bad. Oh, man.
Yeah, they pay for the whole like time you're at the training, and they'll pay for your like hotel. If you're really lucky, they'll give you a sign-on bonus.
Oh, yeah.
I got paid $15,000 for living in this terminal for 3 years in Forsyth, in that town. Like I had to work out of that one. So.
I didn't know they did.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, they don't always do it, but they did it with us. So we pretty much, if there was work like we could hold in that terminal, we had to be in that terminal though. So we couldn't move to another place and only work out of there. Otherwise, they'd make us pay the money back.
Yeah, don't want to do that.
So, but if you couldn't hold, it didn't matter. You can go work wherever else if there's some place close. You just gotta make sure you're living in that town. Like your home is like there.
Yeah.
Home.
You're not traveling a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
Don't stop them. They'll take every sector.
So, I mean, you could still go and like from the terminal I'm out of, I can commute if I wanted to. I mean, it's a long commute, but I could. There's another place an hour and 30 minutes away, and they get a 2-hour call time. So if I wanted, I could work out of there and just drive. Like, you know, as soon as they call me up, just jump into my car and drive over there.
Yeah.
Which I've done a little bit, but it's not exactly the funnest drive, but it pays well enough. It'll pay for the gas, so yeah, it will, and plus some.
Allies engaging at Charlie 1.
I was really hoping by now I'd get called for work.
Not much left to fight with. One last push.
I didn't mean to do that. I was closing tabs on my phone, and I closed the Xbox One, and they just kicked me right out of the party.
Wow, disrespectful.
Oops, yeah, I thought it was kind of funny because the moment I said that I wish I could call to work.
I know, I was like, oh, I guess you got a call.
I didn't mean to do that. But, nah, I was hoping. They said, well, I can only find guests too when I'm going to go to work. Like, they'll show you when the trains are planned to be there, but they won't. Well, not planned, but like, they should be there.
At least either
No,
way.
yeah, planned.
Either way, at least you're getting paid right now, so.
Yeah.
Stay back!
Yeah, I feel like I live more at the hotel right now than at my own house still.
Objective lost. We'll
Yeah,
retake
that
it.
could definitely get annoying.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm getting paid though, so it is something.
If we don't stop them, they'll take every sector. Third sector Bravo.
Let's see.
All sectors retreat. Battle's lost.
Because it says,
Don't need any more losses
I guess
today.
they'd call me in another 30 minutes if that one even goes, but I can't tell if they're actually gonna call that.
All right, not bad, but we still got work to do.
Fights like that keep you sharp.
I hope that's what they call me for, though I'd rather get that than the H front. So anything else you want to know about the job?
I don't even know what to ask at that point. Nah, I mean, it'll still be a while anyways.
Yeah. I tried to get Dan this job before he went into the military, but he chose that over this.
Jesus.
I think that's good though for him.
Oh yeah, he is living his best life right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think he would be like a terrible drunk if he was on this job. On his time off, he'd have so much time off. I think he would be pretty bad. So Yeah, so. And the other thing too. Wait, you still there? Or did your controller finally give out on you?
But what was I gonna say? Don't remember. But Dan is definitely living it up in Japan right now. That's
Your controller finally died? Let me check the stream. Nope.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your controller died?
No, I was going to the bathroom and then it just didn't turn back on. So.
Oh, okay.
I was like, Dan's definitely living it up in Japan right now. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He'd be having a. I think if he were over here, he wouldn't be having beer. Especially because I don't drink, so he'd have like no one to drink with, and he'd be drinking all the time probably. Or maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he'd be out hunting. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
Hunting and fishing, but.
Yeah, I don't know where I want to end up yet, because obviously can't go back to California. Don't want to go to Florida. Don't know how I feel about Georgia. So.
Yeah, Montana's probably one of the freest states out there still, and it's not really overpopulated, but it does get cold in the winters.
That's definitely true, yeah. I was thinking like Colorado or something like that, but I don't know. We'll see.
Colorado'd be cool too. Still ain't nearly as free as Montana, but at least it's better than California.
Oh yeah.
By a lot. So.
There's very few places that aren't better than California.
That's true. That is very true. But you know, it's better. I don't know exactly what the laws and stuff look like over there, but there are mountains to snowboard. If you move over there, I'm definitely gonna have to come down. We're gonna have to go snowboarding together.
Oh yeah, for sure. Although I've never gone snowboarding, but hey, screw it.
You're still young enough. You could eat shit and still get back up, I'm sure, right? You're probably in better shape than I am.
Who knows at this point, honestly?
I used to be in such good shape, and now I feel like I'm getting fat.
Dude, same. Just 'cause, like,
it's funny.
Huh?
I haven't gained any weight though, but man, I feel like I ain't like in shape at all.
I definitely hear that. Yeah, like I've gained a bit of weight. I'm about like 180-ish now, 170, 180. But like definitely just feel fat.
Yeah. Is that what it means to be getting old? Huh?
Dude, yeah, it's catching up.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to go. Well, shoot. By then, because it's gonna be 2 years off before you're able to like go and like find something else out.
Yeah, I mean, not like at that point, but it'll be about 2.5 until I start looking around,
Well, either way, I guess you'll just pay for some instructions so that way you don't eat it so hard like me and my brothers did. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I wish I had a GoPro with me. It'd have been pretty funny to show you.
What'd you do?
Oh man, I just ate it down the hill. We went up halfway up the mountain because they didn't realize, you got the bunny hills, like they got like a easy like pull up ramp and a very like slight hill, and we just went halfway up because we didn't see it around the corner, and on the way down we noticed it. But yeah, no, that whole way down, like we went up and we were pretty confident at first. We got some speed up, and then realized that we didn't know how to slow down, and our edges of the board caught in a bad way, and we just fucking, I just fucking ate shit. I don't know how bad they did it because I was too busy eating the ground. But
Jeez.
I know they were on the ground too, short after. So.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Yeah,
I know,
that was pretty bad.
I've gone skiing at China Peak before, but I haven't gone snowboarding yet.
Well, I mean, you can go skiing too, just something out in the snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe you'd like snowboarding.
I don't know. I'd definitely be down to try. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think my thing right now is I just need to live somewhere that has seasons. You know, like I'm tired of living in because California definitely spoiled us with like the environment. You know.
Being that it's like. What's up?
I didn't see
I was just saying, like, California with, like, a quarter summer, quarter winter, quarter spring and fall.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's so just, like, divided and clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, over here, it's, like a third winter, a third summer. Yeah, and then, like a sixth, like spring and fall, you know?
Yeah.
So, or maybe less. But definitely, like, our winters are longer. And our no. It's still probably like a quarter. Actually, it's kind of like, quarter, except for our springs and our winters and our summers are like much more intense for the heat and cold.
Probably because like,
makes sense.
Yeah, it gets so cold that any type of heat probably you really feel it, huh?
Yeah.
Whereas
that and it gets hot actually. It not as like hot as the cold, but like during our summers we'll usually get like a week or something of 100.
Really?
Maybe 2. Yeah. Like, it'll actually get pretty warm around these parts, because there's no, like... We don't have a lot of mountains, like, right where I'm at, because we're still in, like, the eastern Montana area, so it's a lot flatter. So, there's not a lot to, like, stop the sun from just beating straight down on you, you know? And the daytimes are a lot longer, because we're so far north. So, well, not, so we're not like Alaska, it's not, but north for being, like, in the mainland of the U.S., so.
Yeah.
Leave me alone!
I don't know, I always thought about living up there. I don't know where I'll end up. It'll be interesting when I finally find a place to settle, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is nice of it. Well, I mean... Whoops. Okay, hello? Hold up. I messed something up.
I can hear you just fine.
Stuff me out! I'm gone!
Gotta reload. Easy. It's not that bad.
I tapped on my wireless earbuds and they ended the call, but I was still in the party.
Oh.
So I couldn't hear what you were saying, but I could tell that you could hear me on the phone. Cool. Weird. But, okay, what was I saying? Shoot.
Shoot.
There's something about the weather.
Yeah.
It's fine. You get used to it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm definitely tired of humidity, though. That's for sure.
It's not humid over here.
I would be very surprised if it was.
I mean, it does get a little bit, but only during storms. Otherwise, it's not humid. It's actually enough though humidity that you can tell that the storm's coming before it even gets like close to you. You'll feel the humidity, which is kind of funny. And I can't tell if that's just because it's so not humid most of the time that you can tell that it's like it's on its way. But yeah, you usually spot the storm's coming.
The second it comes in, you can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I remember California being like that. It'll get like a little bit sticky and be like, ah, it's so humid. Now I live in like Georgia. It's never not.
I'm down. Help me.
It's funny because you've been living like in more humid places for a while now. Because you were in Florida too for a long time.
Yeah, and Texas is surprisingly humid also. Like, I was kind of surprised.
It is weird. I didn't think Texas would be humid. I guess we're on the coast. Or...
I was kind of like right smack in the middle of it. It's not like crazy humid, but you know, you get some exercise in and you're definitely gonna feel it, or just walk around for a little bit.
Yeah, over here it's real dry, so it doesn't help either. We've been in a bit of a drought lately. Like, oh, at least this year's been really dry, like drier than normal. So I'm hoping that this winter is like really snowy though, because we get a lot of our water from like snow melt. So I'm actually, and I also want to go snowboarding, so I'm hoping I get furloughed like December-ish, and then it'll snow really hard and then go out snowboarding. It'll be a lot of fun. That's the plan. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Maybe middle of December if I'm really lucky.
Hostile down.
I'm really hoping when this game actually launches, they drop more stuff with it. Cause there's like 3 game modes and that's it.
Stand down.
What? So what is it? Conquest, Rush, and then something else?
It's like the portal with all the different types of time zones you can fight in, and then yeah, like Conquest.
Was it Rush? The one with the bomb?
No, there's it's like all big operations. There's one more that I haven't been able to play yet.
They've got to definitely add in some more, because Rush has got to be added in there. I doubt they won't add that. It's in every Battlefield. Well, actually, I don't know if it's in 5 or Battlefield 1, but it's in the rest of them.
I think it's even. I don't know if it is in 1. I'm not sure. I barely played 5.
Yeah, I barely played 5 and 1. They just weren't my kind of Battlefields.
I love 1. Very unpopular opinion, but I played the fuck out of 1.
I couldn't deal with the like older style of guns and their upgrade system for them, or the attachment system, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it. I liked what Battlefield 4 did a lot with their attachments.
Yeah, Battlefield 2042 has some pretty interesting style for that. You can,
I haven't seen too much. I've seen that like you can do it in game where you can change attachments.
Yeah,
like
all you do is press LB and it like pulls up all your attachments and you can flip it all around. So you can literally turn it from like an AR to a sniper rifle and stuff like that. You just can't really change your gun, obviously.
You need to find a Series X so you can play with me on there when I get it on PC.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to crossplay because, like I said, like I was just playing Back 4 Blood with somebody on PC.
Well, it's just when I looked it up, it said that exactly what I told you earlier. Like, it's crossplay between PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC, and then the Xbox One and PS4 are both crossplay between them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll try.
So right now, this game almost feels like a second beta. So, I don't know.
That's really weird. What the heck?
Enemy down. First strike.
Why is this Xbox Series X selling for $942 at Walmart?
At Walmart?
Yeah. Holy moly. Why'd they get it used and just up the price or what? It's wild. Especially this one at GameStop's only $398. Actually, that's the base price, isn't it?
Leave me alone.
Well, they're two different prices if you have the disc reader or not, which I kind of need the one with the disc reader.
Does this one have the this one shows it with a disc reader.
Is it the tall black one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the base price for that was like $500 or $600.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is it used?
Gotta get down.
Maybe.
This is GameStop, right? Oh. This is a fake site. You're trying to cheat me.
They almost
The
got
link
you.
it's hairsatan.us.
How did you think that was GameStop?
It's it's one of those ones on the top bar, and when you read it's Microsoft Xbox Series X 398.88, and it says GameStop shop right below it. I couldn't see the link. It was just like the shop bar or whatever. And once I clicked on it, yeah, that's what it said. That is like they're trying to cheat someone. That's funny.
What was it?
Stop! Leave me!
I forget. Oh, and I just saw the free trial only lasts 8 hours.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's kind of like a beta then.
Well, for EA Play.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't even get it in time there.
No, so like once I sign off tonight, then I'll have to wait until when it actually drops. So I guess that I can be hopeful I get a little taste of it, a little bump to the road, and then look forward to it next week.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna wait on it right now.
What we really need to be looking out for is Halo Infinite, though.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that one. So it's $500 for the Series X.
Oh.
And they are out of stock everywhere. I got really lucky that I got mine when I did.
Oh yeah.
So.
Like, right now, finding what is it, PS5?
Yeah.
On a PS5 or the new Xbox, like, you're striking gold. People
Wonder how much.
Huh?
How much are the scalpers selling it for?
Probably
Curious.
thousands of dollars. Just look
they're
eBay.
like. Yeah, they're $940.
Jeez.
That one's $1,030. So double in price. The price will drop. It's ridiculous. I'm glad I got it, but I also kind of wish I'd. Because it sucks. 'Cause I bought a ultra wide monitor, well, from a guy that works out here, and it's not compatible with the Series X. Like it's not, like it doesn't. Series X can't play ultra wide on the monitor. It sucks at like the TV normal aspect ratio, whatever it is, the 9:12 or whatever.
I've been running off the same TV for a couple of years now. I'm probably due for a new one. So you know how these smart TVs get, they kind of die out real quick. But
Yeah, you should look for one of those that support the new HDMI though. If you're thinking about getting the Series X.
There's a new HDMI.
Well, there's a certain HDMI port that allows the TV to play in the 120 FPS, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
So when you go and move to the Series X, you actually get the frame rate along with it. But only certain TVs have it. I think it's HDMI 3.1?
I didn't even know that was the thing.
I think that's the one. Hold up, what is it? Yeah.
Battlefield sniping.
It's 2.1. Yeah, so HDMI 2.1 allows it to be capable of 8K resolution and beyond, and also called ultra high speed unless you're by. Hold up, no. Is that not the one?
I think I got one more game in me and I might hop off.
Nah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm gonna get called here anytime, so I'm just waiting for it now at this point. I could have maybe went to sleep again, but yeah, I've been sleeping all day waiting for this call.
For another 12-hour shift?
Yeah.
Damn.
Pretty much. I mean, I slept pretty much all day. I got a shiny Pokemon though on my Switch before it died. I saved too, so don't gotta worry about that. But yeah, I was shiny hunting on there. I got one.
Oh, nice. Which game is that?
It's on Sword, Pokemon Sword.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been downloading like emulators on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, Sword and Shield, the Switch Pokemon games are by far the easiest I've ever played for getting shinies and like actually making a competitively viable Pokemon and stuff like that. Like it's actually pretty nice. I'm glad. They're nice changes.
It kind of feels like video games are getting a lot easier now.
Well, these are ones I kind of appreciate because they add life to it. It gives you something to do without making it like dauntingly hard to do.
Yeah, that is true.
Because it was extremely hard to tell like what the stats were for your like, Pokemon when you immediately breed them, because they had a base stat. Like the moment they got level 1 Pokemon, there are certain level 1 Pokemon that'd be better. But in order to like figure out if those stats were the best that they could be, you have to like plug them into a thing online and try to figure it out. And now there's just a thing in it that lets you like know that hey, these are the best stat they can be, or if they're okay or not, no good, like they're just bad, the worst they could be, and stuff like that. That is really nice.
Yeah, 'cause I have no idea about any of that.
Yeah, it makes it way easier to like figure it out. And then for shiny hunting too, there is one like it's good and it's bad, but they got rid of the national. But there is no more national. Like they moved so when they switched to the Switch port, they got rid of a bunch of Pokemon for now. They're going to introduce them into like new games that are ported to Switch. So as they bring out more Pokemon games, they'll bring Pokemon back. But it also means that it's a fresh start. Like it's both like good and it's bad. It's like, oh man, I can't get these Pokemon are transferred. But it's like you'll get them later. And for now though, it makes it way easier to like finish your Pokedeck. You know, so you can get the shiny charm, because in order to get that, you need to collect every Pokemon that you can on the game. And because you don't need to like catch them across every single game from here on, it's sort of a fresh start for being able to recatch everything. So I've actually really enjoyed it. It does kind of suck because now the whole catch 'em all thing isn't really applied as much, you know.
We're hitting an objective in Sector Delta.
But But yeah, there's a whole bunch of nice changes like that, and then Pokemon have this hidden ability, which is a pain in the ass to get, and they made it a lot easier to be able to get it, and especially for shiny Pokemon. Like, so if you're shiny hunting and trying to get a unique colored Pokemon, you'd you'd have to go and do everything that you'd get it, and then if you had the wrong ability, then it's like, oh man, now I can't use this competitive Pokemon. But now you can just give it this item, and it'll give it to you. So there's a whole bunch of nice little changes like that. So
Just to make it not such a pain in the ass all the time.
yeah, to grind out these things.
Yeah, you can like,
So
casually play rather than like, pull a full Destiny on it.
yeah, so yeah, it makes it a much easier to do it while still being like, it's still challenging. Like if I want to go shiny hunting, I still need to like, so there's a whole bunch of like,
We're attacking a Sector Bravo
I
objective.
won't get into the details too much, but there's a it's a base chance of 1 in 4,000 for catching a shiny, and then if you get a shiny charm, it's 1 in 2,500, I think it was, or something like that. And then there's another method. There's 2 other methods. There's a breeding method, where if you breed your Pokemon with a Pokemon from another country, so it's Italian or whatever, or Japanese, then it brings you down to 1 in like 600. So it's still a 1 in 600 chance to be able to actually catch a shiny there. And so it's not exactly easy to get the shiny still, but now it's easier to get the shiny charm, because otherwise you only get 1 in 2,500 or whatever it is, unless you have the shiny charm, because it cuts it in half each time you do.
That's pretty cool.
So it's still like hard enough that like not everyone's gonna do it, but the people that do, can. But it makes it easier for people that that want to try to get into it. Now they don't need to go back to every single one of the games in order to get the shiny charm. They can just get everything in this game, and then you can get it because you completed the whole deck. So yeah, I played the shit out of Pokemon, and this is definitely probably one of my, I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite. I'd still say like Emerald was, but it's nice. It's a lot of nice changes. So, and it's a different game than any other game of the Pokemon. So, but anyways, I think I'm gonna probably take off now though. It was nice talking to you again.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been way too long.
Yeah, try to get on tomorrow around noon to 4 or whatever, and I'll play some games with you.
What time is it for you right now?
It's 8:49, so I think I'm 2 hours behind you.
Be advised, the enemy has Sector Delta.
Yeah.
So,
I'll be
so sometime in between then, I'll come and play some games with you.
alright, man.
So,
Sounds good.
other than that, download the Deep Rock Galactic. Alright, that's
yeah.
like 2 gigs. I guess it'll only take you like 5 minutes probably, huh?
Yeah, it's somewhere around there, yeah.
So,
I'll make sure to download that right before I hop off.
alright. Well, I'll talk to you later then.
Alright, man. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Lost an objective in Sector Echo. Sector Echo's under enemy control. Hostile forces hold a majority of the sectors.
Back off, man! Worry about the battle!
Sector Delta has been secured. The enemy is down to their last reserves. Successfully executing sector control. We hold the majority. Hostiles are hitting us. Don't let this get unmanageable. The enemy's in full retreat. Today, victory is ours. Blackburn out.
Well, well, well. That was fun.
Alright guys, well thanks for watching. I'm going to sign off for the night. You guys have a good day.